Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. So Russell Brand has been all over the news this weekend, and I just wanted to get into it a little bit, see what I can find out, and give you guys my opinion. First, let's hear from him and what he has to say.
Now, this isn't the usual type of video we make on this channel where we critique, attack, and undermine the news in all its corruption, because in this story, I am the news. I've received two extremely disturbing letters, or a letter and an email, one from a mainstream media TV company, one from a newspaper, listing a litany of extremely egregious and aggressive attacks, as well as some pretty stupid stuff, like my community festival should be stopped, that I shouldn't be able to attack mainstream media narratives on this channel. But amidst this litany of astonishing, rather baroque attacks are some very serious allegations that I absolutely refute. These allegations pertain to the time when I was working in the mainstream, when I was in the newspapers all the time, when I was in the movies, and as I've written about extensively in my books, I was very, very promiscuous. Now, during that time of promiscuity, the relationships I had were absolutely always consensual. I was always transparent about that then, almost too transparent. And I'm being transparent about it now as well. And to see that transparency metastasized into something criminal that I absolutely deny makes me question, is there another agenda at play? Particularly when we've seen coordinated media attacks before, like with Joe Rogan when he dared to take a medicine that the mainstream media didn't approve of. And we saw a spate of headlines from media outlets across the world using the same language. I'm aware that you guys have been saying in the comments for a while, watch out, Russell, they're coming for you, you're getting too close to the truth. Russell Brand did not kill himself. I know that a year ago there was a spate of articles, Russell Brand's a conspiracy theorist, Russell Brand's right wing. I'm aware of news media making phone calls, sending letters to people I know for ages and ages. It's been clear to me, or at least it feels to me, like there's a serious and concerted agenda to control these kind of spaces and these kind of voices. And I mean my voice along with your voice. I don't mind them using my books and my stand-up to talk about my promiscuous consensual conduct in the past. What I seriously refute are these very, very serious criminal allegations. Also, it's worth mentioning that there are witnesses whose evidence directly contradicts the narratives that these two mainstream media outlets are trying to construct, apparently in what seems to me to be a coordinated attack. Now, I don't want to get into this any further because of the serious nature of the allegations, but I feel like I'm being attacked, and plainly they are working very closely together. We are obviously going to look into this matter because it's very, very serious. In the meantime, I want you to stay close, stay awake, but more important than any of that, if you can, please stay free.
Okay, so these allegations that are only allegations right now, and innocent until proven guilty is how it's supposed to be, and that's how we're going to treat it right now. So we'll try to remain neutral as far as that goes, and we'll let the courts work this one out, or however it gets worked out. But in the meantime, I will add just briefly that we've seen other people who have similar stance on life, politics, culture, and our environment as him recently be silenced essentially across the board as well. And as this presses forward in the interim, I wonder if he will continue to be canceled on his YouTube or other social medias where they'll try to take his voice away. And it makes me wonder if some of this is to silence him in this year leading up to the election, as he has, over 6 million subscribers on YouTube. I'm not sure how many he has over on Rumble, but will they eventually silence him to the point where he has to join Mug Club? I mean, not as a subscriber, but as a creator, or InfoWars or something like that. Some kind of independent, alternative, media source. Let's check out this article from the Daily Mail and find out a little bit more about what's going on. International media question if Russell Brand is an abominable predator, and picture him sneaking away from live show as the fallout goes global. The bombshell abuse allegations blighting Russell Brand have made headlines far beyond British shores as international media speculate on the claims brought against the comedian, actor, and political commentator. I think this is an attack on the political commentator and not so much the comedian and actor. But the scandal ballooned this weekend after several women contacted the Times and the Sunday Times in the wake of a joint investigation with Channel 4 dispatches that saw separate allegations of sexual assault from 4 women. So are these investigations by a news channel? And not even like official? Just continue. Brand 48 vehemently denies the allegations, which also include claims of controlling, abusive, and predatory behavior, and said that all of his relationships have been consensual in a video posted online on Friday night. None of his accusers have yet approached the police with a formal complaint. Okay, so this is just an investigation by news sources and stuff like that. This is literally concocted by media that somehow all at the same time decided they wanted to go ahead and go after Russell Brand. When we've seen all these things in the past where folks have been accused of things and, whatever came of Epstein, and here we are focusing on this guy. It makes me wonder. German media have taken a particular interest in the Brand saga, that the prominent YouTuber is an abominable predator or was simply living through an age of promiscuity. Well, I don't watch Russell Brand that often, but I've been paying more and more attention to him over the last year. Like he's even said, he doesn't really hide much of his past. He's pretty much an open book, it seems like, about everything. Maybe what these allegations are true. But he doesn't seem to be the type of person to me that would need to do this type of thing. First of all, maybe he is. German tabloid Bild were eager to publish images of Brand leaving his latest gig at Wembley on Saturday, hours after the allegation were made, and emblazoned them with headlines, "Here Russell Brand sneaks away." I don't know how I would respond if I was in his shoes, but leaving a thing that he was at when he got this big news is probably pretty common for folks. I don't know. I just found out that I'm being accused of all this stuff that's not true. I think I have more important things to do all of a sudden. Call me crazy. But while all this is going on, got this other article here from the Daily Mail as well. Andrew Tate leads cries of support in defense of Russell Brand as the comedian's fans claim the allegations against him are part of a conspiracy. And that's what I'm most curious about in this. The timing, like I said, we're a year out from election season, or from election time. Simply said, Russell Brand's not earning many votes for the Democrat Party right now. And Andrew Tate is another one of these guys that they've been recently trying to silence. He's not earning many votes for the Democrat Party either, in my opinion, as he is out there telling young men, grown men, to be more manly. And, we know that's not what the current narrative is. It seems like anything actually masculine just gets labeled toxic masculinity just because it's masculine, right? So anyways, controversial social media influencer Andrew Tate led cries of support for Alex Jones. They're all the same at this point, right? Telling fans that the comedian was the victim of a Matrix attack. He joined hundreds of Brand supporters suggesting online that the crime allegations were a bunch of garbage, attacking him for telling the truth about Big Pharma. And that's another thing we've been seeing recently. Anybody of notoriety that goes against Big Pharma pretty much has some type of media attack sooner or later after them, right? So along with that, which is all red flags about this scenario. And I'm not trying to defend a predator if he did do these things. We're just going to observe the allegations, evidence, and then let the courts play out how they may, or settlements, or whatever it's going to be. I don't even know. It's not even courts. It's news channels looking into this stuff. So they're just trying to stir up drama. I feel like just saying, let me know when the police start to investigate, and then we can take this seriously. But I don't want to discount possible victims, so we'll just continue. The comments align with Brand's own claim that he is a victim of a coordinated attack by the mainstream media, who he says has a concerted agenda. Charged with the same thing and human trafficking in Romania in June, made similar claims when he was accused. When details of Brand's alleged crimes emerged over the weekend, Tate replied to his denial video, "Welcome to the club, Russell Brand." And last night he hosted an emergency meeting on social media platform Rumble with more than 40,000 attendees to tell everybody the truth about what's happening to Russell Brand. Tate claimed the allegations were a Matrix attack on somebody who spoke out against the mainstream narrative. Despite saying, "I don't know if he's innocent or not," he said it was agenda-driven and could easily be manufactured. I believe those are true statements, that it could be agenda driven and it could easily be manufactured, especially against a person who is so openly promiscuous and open about his past drug use and abuse and things like that. And, it just seems like an easy target. Everybody knows he was kind of a mess up at one point in his life. And, if you want to go after him, say, oh, remember that messed up part of your life that you admit to? Well, this is also the thing that you did. And you conveniently left that part out. And he might have, but that's why it's convenient. Tech billionaire Elon Musk leapt to his defense, tweeting, I support Russell Brand. The man is not evil. Instead, Musk said he was being targeted because the media don't like competition. And, there you go right there, too. The media themselves have a reason to oppose Russell Brand, considering, his 6+ million subscribers and the fact that he speaks to, tens of thousands of people daily through his show. Brand's video denying the allegations had more than 1 million views, but there were several empty seats in his sold-out stand-up show at Wembley on Saturday night, just hours after the allegations emerged. Many of those who did show up stood by Brand. One said, we're not buying it. He's touched a few nerves. That's why they're doing this. And then here's his comments in full, which we've actually just watched. So, pretty much gave my opinions as we went through the articles. And I guess I'll just ask, what are your thoughts? Why do you think the media is choosing to go after Andrew Tate? Why do you think the media is choosing to all at the same time go after Russell Brand right now? So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up there, you guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Consider hitting that subscribe button as well. And I'll see you in the next one.